Biden issues a full and unconditional pardon of his son, Hunter Biden.
Oh, who did not see that one coming?
Anyone would be okay with
they lied about
in
that
this country selling
so many times. Biden said he wasn't going to do it. Karine Jean-Pierre said multiple times, I speak for the president when he's not going to pardon his son. Go back and check the record. And now they pardoned him. Just another lie in so many that have come forth. Just like what happened the other day on Friday or Thursday with the IG, the Inspector General report that came out and showed the FBI had 20, I think it was 26 or 23 federal agents inside January 6th when they said so many times that they didn't. It's crazy and scary at the same time. I'm worried about what happens going forward.
Their influence for money. The only reason I think they think it's okay is because they all do it too.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the interesting thing, right? Like, if it was just about the tax evasion and the gun crime, then why didn't Biden just issue the pardon on those charges?
Yeah, why did you do a 10-year window?
Why is it a 10-year window for any crime that he may or may...
And by the way, what happened in 2014?
Oh, that was the bereavement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was when all the Burisma stuff was going on, where Joe fired the prosecutor for investigating his son, and you ain't getting the $1 billion. I don't know if you've seen that clip of him talking, basically bragging about having that guy fired. That was over the whole thing with Hunter Biden that he was getting prosecuted for. That's why he pardoned him. Biden essentially pardoned himself.
God damn it, man.
Alright, real talk. DJ didn't mess it up.
No, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll put it on my back. I got you.
Nah, bro. Like, I've not been feeling good. I've been tired. Had a lot of shit going on. It is what it is. I'm not a professional podcast. It's true. I'm an amateur podcast.
We are amateurs.
Yes, we are all amateurs trying to be good.
Other shit going on.
Some are better than others. Don't get me wrong.
I do need to address something. That is, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of bothering me. Yeah.
What's that?
Well, so, I spent my day tapping into, one of my sides, and I was able to find this. This is for those of you on audio, this is an OG grape smash.
Where did you find it?
I'm not gonna tell you. I stole it.
I stole it.
Where?
Oh, I almost got killed right there.
You must be a better stealer than me.
Well, so, I got this. I'm like,
got him.
I'm gonna, little DJ pride today, put the grape out on the table, and then I notice you have the black can.
That's right.
And
I'm always out blacking you, baby. See that?
We gotta talk about it.
We all know who the blacker host
You don't
is.
know what I went
Oh,
through to get this
I love this fucking show.
You just show up with black cans, like, shit, just put it on the table. It's the same size.
It's just like we used to be. We still are whenever we all get together.
I haven't tried that flavor though.
Huh?
I haven't tried that flavor. Yeah, I heard it's good though.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
I like the grape the best.
Grape is OG. That bro. When I tell you what I had to go through to get this, I'm not gonna tell you, but if I can tell you, you damn bubble boat. Like,
I threw it too far past him.
All right. Welcome back.
Pay the fee, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to pay the fee.
Share the show. Share my show too.
Yeah.
Share it
We
out.
got a lot to cover today.
We do.
There's so much going on in the world. Especially, I mean, if you don't listen to some of these podcasters and their all the actual news that's going on, and you just listen to mainstream media like CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, you can go down the list. Even Fox. Fox is a little bit more, I feel like, neutral, but they're still pretty bad too.
GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help small businesses easily.
What? Okay.
Yeah. No,
That's it, you?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it? I don't get it.
Yeah, there's thought the Japanese toilet was advanced, Japanese showerhead firm Science Co. has put
I didn't mean
the
to do that.
pod in Tide Pod after inventing an AI-powered washing machine of the future that is purported to give people the ultimate bath. Quote, we're about 70% there, said company chairman Yasusuke Yashiyama. While discussing what device will be available at a lecture at the Osaka Healthcare Pavilion in late October. It's dubbed the Mirai Ninja Sentukuki. The cutting-edge shower capsule is completely enclosed like a hygiene-based cryogenic chamber. It takes just 15 minutes to wash and dry.
15 minutes? That's 3 minutes. That's fucking 3 times as fast as I could take showers.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't take long showers.
No,
3 minutes? That would be awesome.
Hit the butt crack, hit the weird area.
Whoa.
Armpits.
Yeah, spread the cheeks.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my question. Does this thing spread the cheeks for you? Like, does it get in the crevice?
It looks like mine. Like, what did you say?
Bro, it sounds like no matter what it does, it's gonna be better than what you do right now.
Yeah, that's the whole pie.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
So you're telling me that this is better? Is that origami? You got origami?
Dude,
over
that
there?
tub looks fucking crazy.
What'd you make? Sorry
If
for
I
being
had a
off
lot
the
of money,
list.
I might
What'd
just
you
buy
make
it.
there, buddy?
I might just cop it.
So
3
everybody
minutes?
was making paper
That is
airplane
fast.
What'd you make, a goose?
Oh, that would save so much time.
submarine,
Oh, great.
but I thought
I mean, that would
paper
save,
airplane would be too
what,
stereotypical.
probably 12 minutes at
Plan would be
least?
too stereotypical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
10 minutes?
So I opted for something
5
different.
minutes?
Yeah. Something a little less
Yeah.
threatening.
Yeah, I,
Consistently.
Okay, well, that's
I
beautiful.
have 2 water bottles here. I moved one just to
And
be
it
safer.
sometimes, like, you just
Yeah,
get
so
in
you
the
can
shower and you stand in there because of the warm water and you're kind of thinking.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that, but
Anyhow,
this thing would stop you
nice.
from doing that. It would get you out
Bro.
and give you back more of your time.
What? I don't even get it. Anyway, so you're telling me that this is a solution to something that already isn't a problem,
Right?
right?
You can sit in this and get your butt
Bro,
cheeks
do you
straight.
remember that fucking hotel we stayed at in Boston when we went across from Boston Commons to Four Seasons?
Yeah, the day.
Yeah, that crazy toilet. Did you use it?
I didn't have one.
Oh, you didn't have one of those?
No.
You're lying. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
All the rooms have them.
No.
Oh, just
The pimp shit.
the pimp rooms?
I mean, my room was nice.
Yeah.
But it was just like the entourage.
It didn't have the butt squirter?
I wish.
Yeah.
I've never tried one actually.
Well, bro, they got heated seats. You know, but the problem is with the heated seats is like when you do your business in there, it smells way worse. It makes it like cook or something. It ain't right. Yeah,
It ain't right.
I don't know. I mean, toilets are pretty simple, man. I mean, just dig a hole and make the shit go away.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why you would spend all this money trying to develop something that is more difficult to use than an actual shower.
I mean, it's very simple. It's a simple process. You get in, and this takes longer. Like, okay, now if it was like, listen, like you get in this thing, it'll spread your cheeks, clean you in like 60 seconds.
That'd be different.
That'd be different. That'd be
There'd be
different.
like some Jetsons.
Yeah, you know. But
So-
I don't know.
What is it with people that don't fucking like to take showers? What is that?
I mean,
I love showers.
showers are nice. I ain't got nothing against them.
Do Japanese people take less showers or something like that? I always thought Japanese people were like pretty clean, but pretty clean.
No, but it's way more effective, and it just saves a lot of time when you're thinking about how short we live. Like, our lifespan is, I mean, compared to our relevancy to how long we live compared to like animals and stuff, we think it's pretty long, but it's actually not that long if you take into account like
Let's put them in the cell.
how old the universe is.
Yeah, man,
Or
I
how
just
old
thought it was
Earth is.
interesting, you know, the shit people come up with, man. I don't know. Guys, tell us what you guys think. Let us know down in the comments. With that being said,
How the fuck do you be too lazy for shit?
I hope everybody remembers to cherish every moment of their life, and you do take a conscious effort to do so, because if you don't, dude, you'll wake up one day and you'll be 50, you'll be 80, and your life will be gone. So you gotta go for whatever it is you want to go for, and you gotta utilize every ounce of time to do it. And the best way you can do is, as you start to make more money, you buy back your time.
Musk. They come
Yeah.
in, yeah.
I heard the
I
other
got
day
it.
that at like $200,000 a year, you should be paying people to basically pay, like clean your house and do all that stuff, so you can have more time. Because if you're making that amount of money, if you free up more time, you can make more money basically, as long as you utilize your time right.
I work at the summer camp, and
I don't wear deodorant.
I don't know. I still clean my house all by myself.
Fucking tree.
So,
I just marked the
but
tree.
I mean, I have coworkers that pay maids to come in, and they make very similar salaries to what I do. It's not like they're bringing in, 400,000, 300,000 even
Okay.
dollars per year, which apparently on the spectrum is fucking low.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. Smell worse too. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it, man. We got some business to handle, guys. Remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them all linked there for you. With that being said, headline numero uno. Big talk. Got to talk about it.
What's that?
Joe.
Joe Biden?
Oh yeah, man.
What's he doing?
Yeah, he issued a full pardon, unconditional pardon.
Oh yeah. Fuck, we haven't done a show in a couple days.
Bro, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
You got to cover it because there's some updates here.
People getting mad at me about this. They're like, "What? Where's the show? I want to hear what you said about Hunter Biden."
Yeah, he's just
What?
we're actually waiting for Biden to pardon us as well.
Yeah, before we comment.
Yeah, Biden issues a full and unconditional pardon of his son, Hunter Biden. So yeah, full and unconditional pardon of his son. He released that on Sunday night after repeatedly insisting he would not do so, using the power of his office to wave aside years of legal troubles, including a federal conviction for illegally buying a gun and for tax evasion. In a statement issued by the White House, Mr. Biden said he decided to issue the executive
it's
clemency for his son, quote, for those
Kill
offenses
confirm.
against the United States which he has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1st, 2014 through December 1st, 2024. He continues saying, quote, the charges in his cases came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election, Mr. Biden said in his statement. Quote, no reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion.
That's
that
bullshit.
Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and that is wrong.
That is
Not
bullshit.
because of the crack rocks he was snorting.
Or
Yeah,
10 plus years of corruption and taking money from foreign interest groups on behalf of your dad, splitting the money, taking the pay for play, making decisions and policy decisions that are not in the favor of American citizens for money.
he did all that.
Pretty much being a complete and total traitor to the country.
Yep.
Yeah, none of that.
Treason.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the interesting thing, right?
And I want to think about it. I want everybody to think about this. Think how big of a piece of shit human being you have to be. Really think about this. Okay? Because, yes, I'm a very patriotic person.
Like Andy saying, I have to
Yes.
take him to the wood chipper.
I know everybody doesn't have the same, country first attitude that I sort of have, or a lot of us have, right? Not everybody's on the same page. But this motherfucker's the president and the president's son. So, I mean, we should assume that they have that same love for country. Yes, no?
No,
Right?
don't assume. Don't assume
You're
anything.
willing.
Guys, do something special for your wife this year with a gift that shows she lives forever. It says, to my wife, I didn't marry you so that I could live with you. I married you because I can't live without you.
Oh, I need to
leverage your
get something for
position of
that.
power
Fuck. Just
to
remembered
make
that.
decisions that go against your countrymen and your citizens for money. Think about that. You're willing to take money from other countries and then make decisions that hurt your own fucking people. Okay? This is why they hang traitors. It is the worst possible level of scumminess that I think anybody could have. It's one thing to do things that are gonna fuck your shit up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever,
Make a deal with the devil. It's on you for
Free-
those consequences.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, but when it literally affects 350 million people in this country, or whatever it is now, think of that. You know what I mean?
Now that they've let all these
Dude, when I
illegal
saw this, I
immigrants
was just
in.
like, all right, well, I mean, this is why we say nothing happened to you.
I saw a
right?
chart
Because,
that
like,
said that we
either-
have 900,000
they either
illegal
write the
immigrants here in
law that
Florida.
excuses them, or it makes it legal for them to do insider trading, for example, or whatever the case is. They just pardon themselves, like. So I mean, I don't know if this is the first community that's been the talk of the town. People are like, oh, who's next? You're gonna pardon this person?
Well, now they're asking for pardons for everybody.
Right.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. And so I mean, it's interesting. Now,
If they weren't doing anything wrong, they need pardons for it.
preemptive pardons.
Yeah, what the preemptive pardons?
You haven't even
What
been
is
talking
that?
I mean, a traitor.
So they know it's coming. Now with
There
this,
should be no pardons for that kind of thing.
That is
I don't think
bullshit.
you should be able to pardon
Yourself
No, I agree.
and treason, yeah.
100%.
which is what sedition is what these people are guilty of because they're all conspiring together. It's sedition. I think that
Our
should be
forefathers
a
didn't see
crime
that somebody
is-
would have been able to ascend to that rank.
not pardonable.
They didn't think we'd get this dumb.
But an interesting update here. I mean, this is a new line of the narrative that's coming out now. And obviously we'll get to some of these reactions from people, but apparently now it raises a new question about the Fifth Amendment loophole. Right, so Fifth Amendment, that's the right that we have to not incriminate ourselves, right? People say, I plead the Fifth, right?
Yep.
There are still people that were involved in these crimes that this dude committed, right? Joe Biden being one of them, but there's presidential immunity, but Joe Biden's brother, Joe Biden's daughter, I believe. There's a few of them that are all entangled in this business.
Ooh.
Could Hunter Biden technically testify against them because he's, safe from prosecution? And throw them out because we have friends in these places, right? And I have somebody that's telling me that the word around the house is that Hunter Biden basically forced Joe Biden to pardon him under threat of releasing all of this shit and just coming out and saying, hey,
That
shit,
would be
this is
crazy.
what the happened. So I mean, and that's guys that are in, that would know. They're in those hallways.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. So. It's interesting. I don't know. I think, it's interesting. Now, one thing that pisses me off, though, is the reaction from the left and how they're kind of like, they don't really know what to do about this. You see some idiots like this.
If I had a bigger mag, I might have got
Way
him.
to go, Joe. Democrat Representative Crockett congratulates Biden for pardoning son. Let's check this video out.
His pardon. Well, I won't pretend to speak for the entire caucus, but I will say, way to go, Joe. Let me be the first
Way to
one
go,
congratulate
Joe.
the president for deciding to do this, because at the end of the day, we know that we have a 34-count convicted felon that is about to walk into the White House.
He's not
So for
convicted.
anyone that wants to clutch their
Trump
pearls
has not been
now
convicted of
because
anything.
He decided that he was going to pardon his son. I would say take a look in the mirror.
That's a lie.
Because we also know that when it comes to this cabinet has more people accused of sexual assault than any incoming cabinet probably ever in the history of America. So we are living in
Is that
unprecedented
bitch
times, and
on
we
a
know
plane?
that this was completely political. As someone who serves on
Flying.
the oversight committee, this was gamesmanship the entire time, and we know that
Normal
this
people
investigation had
class.
been taking place
Not
for
first
5 or 6
class,
years.
not
We
business
know that
class,
Hunter had accepted
not private.
responsibility, and it was the oversight committee
She
that was
flying with
pushing
us.
to try to say no, it wasn't enough, and ultimately the judge decided.
She's
to
saying that
reject
right in the middle of the
plea.
plane.
And so, considering everything that took place and considering where we are in this country, I say, way to go, Joe.
Right there on
Here's a question.
MSNBC.
It
Wow.
looks like your seatmates behind you think that this is very unprecedented to have someone be on television while they're boarding the plane. But we have talked a lot with you on MSNBC programs about the way that African Americans and Latinos are often brought up in the drug trade and results in criminal convictions. Do you think going forward that this is an opportunity for the president to use his clemency power more broadly? Certainly given the kind of criticism he's likely to face over this, but to expand the array of individuals who are also offered clemency as his term winds down?
So thank you so much for the question, because I actually have a letter that I am actually about to really push out a lot more widely. This letter is to actually work on the disparities that we've seen specifically for crack cocaine. It is a conversation that I started with the Attorney General before the election. It was something that I wanted to do in the lame duck, no matter who won the presidency. And so we know that there are people that are still sitting in custody in the federal government, federal prisons, because they were charged
Wow,
with
they're really
crack,
letting this clip play
cases
through here.
years and years before the law ever changed. And even when the law changed under Obama, it still was an 18-to-1 disparity. It is time for those people that have been sitting there and have had this disparity held over their heads, and it's been nothing but racism that has driven it. it's time for them to go ahead and have
The people
their
that always call
census
racism
recalculated.
racism
And, we have
is
the numbers. We know
are the
percentages
racists.
of people of
Like
color,
they make
we know
everything about
percentages of
race.
people
Literally, that
would
makes
get out. And so I'm
everything the
hoping
definition
that
of
the president,
racism. It's wild.
takes us up on it.
Right, thank you.
First of all, put your phone. Your phone's dirty.
Not only that, yeah, she looks like she's talking a bunch of shit.
Oh,
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. No shit.
I just love the story here, right? Like, you got Joe Biden, 1994 crime bill, locks up all these people, right? And, I mean, that was, what, almost 30 years ago? And then the first one he grants clemency to is his son, which is a white guy.
Not only that, what's the destruction?
I love DJ. He's
to the
funny.
Black family unit then because of the 1994 crime? What's the generational destruction of the black family unit because of that? That is 100% on him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then that always made me wonder, like, why? How do people not see this? And then on top of it, for her to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, Hunter Biden deserves to be pardoned because Donald Trump has all these charges against him." Yeah, they all got dropped because they were made to f up. This dude is still in national security secrets and selling shit for money. Like, what are we? It sounded like he was just doing drugs.
Yeah, right.
No one gives a fuck.
That's cool. What,
that's cool.
the other shit that you were doing, and that's the problem that always gets me. Like, they always just put it on the gun crime and the tax shit.
Yeah.
There was way more on that fucking laptop that nobody wants
Hell
to
yeah,
talk
there was way
about.
more on that laptop.
It's very bizarre, and it's very bizarre that
Damn.
anyone
He must have threw it through the
would be
ceiling.
okay with anybody in this country selling their influence for money.
And well, here's the other piece.
And the only reason I can fucking think it's okay, the only reason I think they think it's okay is because they all do it too.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the interesting thing, right? Like, if it was just about the tax evasion and the gun crime, then why didn't Biden just issue the pardon on those charges?
Yeah, why did he
Stuck it up his ass.
Why is it a 10-year fucking window for any crime that he may or may
And by the way, what happened in 2014?
Oh, that was with losing the shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? It was like when Biden, like, dude, it's fucking. I think everybody knows. Any ounce of common sense should be able to look at this and be like, okay, yeah, you're like, this is fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You got KGB, of course. She's supposed to war politics. That's the reason for the Hunter Biden.
Oh
pardon.
boy, Karine Jean-Pierre.
The DOJ was not weaponized against Trump. I mean, you talk about gaslighting. Holy crap!
I've never seen someone like a lie like her.
Oh, well, she's
Yeah,
good.
she does lie
She's
all
good
the
at
time.
saying something. This
It's
is an audio
wild.
clip, that was taken during a press briefing. So
She,
check this out.
yeah, and she does it terribly too. It's not like Jen Psaki. Jen Psaki was actually a pretty good liar. She could make it believable.
You have said repeatedly yourself since the election, the president has said for months, no pardon was coming. I wanted to ask you, can those statements now be seen as lies from the American people? Is there really a credibility issue here given now this announcement?
First of all, one of the things that the president always believes is to be truthful to the American people. That is something that he always truly believes. And if you see the end of his, I assume that you've read his statement, and you look at the end of that statement, and he actually says that in the first line in the last paragraph, and respects the thinking and how the American people will actually see this in his decision making. And I would encourage everyone to read in full the president's statement. I think he lays out his thought process. He lays out how he came to this decision. He came to this decision
Triple
this
kill.
weekend. So let's be very clear about that. He says it himself. It's in his voice. He said he came to this decision this weekend. And he said he wrestled with this. And,
Oh, I'm sure he
because
wrestled with
believes
it.
in the justice
He's
system.
not just saving
But he
Hunter's
also
ass. He's
believes that
saving his
foreign
own.
Politics infected the process and led to a miscarriage of justice.
It's beautiful shit, man. Beautiful stuff. Just like, you know, and everybody's having to go back. You got Politico here, which is like a timeline of headlines from Politico. President Biden says he won't pardon Hunter Biden.
He said it like 1,000 times.
1,000. Yeah.
Yes, he
Biden
did.
should pardon. Republicans pounce on Biden for pardoning his son Hunter. Like,
Republicans pounce. There it is.
I don't think it matters. I think
There it is. Republicans pounce.
You know, like Like, everybody sees it. Everybody's seen all the clips. Everything's recorded. It's out there. We all know what the fuck's been going on. And, you know, I think they're going to try to pardon fucking everybody. Hillary Clinton, Pelosi, all these people. And I don't
Yeah, I think they are
should be
too.
pardoned. I don't
And
think
it's
that
kind
should
of
be allowed.
weird that
I mean, the fact that
Pelosi
you're
fell
issuing
and broke her hip.
pardon, like, I mean, they kinda
Like, that's
almost,
just
like,
wild.
in
to me.
the legal way, you're not supposed to take that as like an initial guilt
But I
or
mean, she
anything
is like
that.
80
Yeah,
years
cool,
old,
but,
so
like, if you
I mean, it's
didn't
kind
do
of
anything
not
wrong,
surprising if she fell. I wonder if she was drunk.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, they're kind of, they're definitely.
You know, them
telling
people like to
themselves,
party.
Of course, almost immediately. Of course. I was kind of.
Did you see
Trump
Pelosi?
hasn't said much on this. You know, Trump made a tweet.
Or not Pelosi,
said first, he says, "Does
the way
pardon
Kamala
mean
Harris
that Joe
addressed
Biden-
people
Joe Biden
not too long
the
ago?
J6 hostages who have now been in prison
She
for
drunk
years,
during that
sexual
video.
abuse and miscarriage of justice, and that was kind of it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I get, you know, I don't know if he's just trying to keep his cards close. You know, we got some other stuff coming with some of his picks. I think will change some of this, but dude, the whole thing is just. I'm not gonna say I didn't expect it, but it's just like, all right,
Yeah.
now what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, it's bullshit.
yeah.
Okay, and if you're gonna take money for, you know, for foreign influence and make decisions against your own country for the benefit of you personally, financially, that's, in my book, that's treason, and that should never be able to be pardoned, and those people should be held accountable. We can't allow people to make decisions selfishly, especially when they're in public office, that screw over the entire country for some dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Weird as fuck. Well, let me ask you this thing. So you pardon your son, your hunter, your Joe Biden. You pardon your son. You know, keeping that theme, what would be the next thing you would do?
Pardon yourself.
Not yet.
Not yet.
How about just
That's coming,
give
though.
$1 billion to Africa?
Yeah. And what's going on in North Carolina still?
For natural disasters.
Yeah, right.
And the natural disasters, humanitarian aid for people displaced by drought. or
Man, you could
conflict.
I didn't realize that.
We have 2 states.
This is crazy. So they really do, like, they are
completely
pretty much
fucked.
above the law. Like,
What would you do after that?
the fact that they're going to be able to get away with all this and what they've done.
Biden will take a nap. Let's check this out.
Wow.
With the U.S.
Dude fucking falls asleep.
the Lobito Corridor. Tanzania views the Lobito Corridor as an integral part of a broader strategy to enhance connectivity in Africa. We also appreciate the fact that the implementation of the project will provide important opportunities for Africa's development in
Oh, dude, he's
sectors
sleeping.
such as agriculture, renewable
He is out.
transformation along the corridor.
He's sleeping.
Tanzania is
Bro, he's out. That clip's like 2 minutes and he's out.
Dude, I don't blame him, man. I would hate to sit in those kind of meetings. For real. All these formalities and all these, like, ridiculous, scripted out talks that everybody gives. And you can only take so much of that shit. So I don't blame him. But yeah, North Carolina's still fucked, and, you know, let's give some more money for red. That's just money they're giving to themselves. That's what people don't
Yeah,
understand.
that shit comes back.
Right.
He's setting himself up for good retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
For sure.
Yeah, guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the
A
comments.
good retirement, baby.
Go check these out. This first comment comes from Danielle Elmise, 8027. She says, been following you guys for a few years now. Ran into a guy wearing a Lily F Gear Nashville. When my
Go pro
boyfriend
play.
got mad, I gave him a fist bump. Told him, if you know, you know.
Maybe get him a hat so he doesn't feel left out.
No, he's a shower, not a grower. You got it. You got it.
Damn.
That sucked. Yeah, it's all right, buddy. You got that.
That's funny. If you know, you know. That's the truth, too, man.
It's a secret.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Secret, man.
Yeah.
This next comment comes from at Ethan.Ty11. He says, it's only gay if the man you are calling handsome is gay.
There we
They
go.
aren't gay.
About time. Oh,
I think you can
that was
say
so quick.
he's handsome.
Okay. I call him that handsome all the time. Yeah, I think that's a good rule. That's a good bro rule. I mean, fine. It's all right. What do you call a gay dude if you can't call him handsome? Nothing. That sounds like a great Barbie joke, actually. I have to figure it out. Last comment comes from Urejo.
Urejo?
You're a hoe.
Why do I agree with these guys so much? Hey, I don't know. It's what it is, man. Yeah.
Sounds like someone's coming over the dark side.
What it is, man. Yeah. What it is. Guys, we appreciate you for being real ass fans. Thank you guys for liking and commenting. Make sure you guys are subscribed. That being said, let's get to headline number 2. This is an interesting one. Love to get your take on this one.
Try it.
Some selection of Cash Patel. The FBI electrifies America First movement. This was cool. Yeah, I was happy.
I like this pick.
Yeah, I thought it was a good pick. You know, in round number 13 of the first round of the America First draft, got Cash Patel. More than any other personnel decision former President Donald Trump, the president-elect now, has made for his incoming administration, his decision to pick attorney Cash Patel to lead the FBI as the Bureau's next director has electrified Trump's most ardent supporters. It's not to say his supporters are unhappy with any of the other selections. They're not. A few of them, actually, by bar. Trump supporters are very fired up about all of them so far and excited as the former president builds on his comeback.
I think Cash Patel's a really good pick for the FBI director. He'll get to the bottom of a lot of the stuff that's actually going on.
Got the base jacked up and excited.
And answer some of the questions that we
Trump
have.
nominates Cash Patel to serve. And yeah, everybody's been pretty happy with this. I think that's a pretty good safe bet. Robert O'Brien said, President at real Donald Trump has made America safer and more just by his nomination of Cash Patel as director of the FBI. He will be a worthy successor to my friend Christopher Wray. I think anybody that calls Christopher Wray a friend, you can't trust that person, so I don't know how.
Yeah, it's weird how these dudes all suck each other's dicks, bro.
Yeah. It is weird.
Like, these people are fucking criminals. They're doing bad shit. They're using the FBI to harass fucking citizens and politicians, and now he's your friend?
Flat out lying to the American people.
Yeah.
It's your friend. All right. Okay. Tommy Tuberville says Cash Patel is the perfect pick. He will restore law and order and end FBI corruption. Clean house. Hashtag MAGA. Now, what's interesting, dude, and I wonder if you've seen the same thing on this, right? Like, any of the picks that I would say are good picks, mainstream media destroys. But the ones that are not good, mainstream media doesn't even touch. That might be, is it like, are you seeing that?
No, I mean, dude, look, I've had my head into other things, you know. Yeah. What do you mean?
Dude, I've been seeing it, like the one lady for Surgeon General. Mainstream media doesn't touch her. Like, terrible pick, right? Like, I mean, it's very clear she has bad stuff about it. Mainstream
Why do you think that is?
Does not touch her. But yet you get Cash.
You think that's because they want her to stay in, or they want her to not be unnoticed, or
maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But, like, they're not touching her. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cash Patel, you know, of course. Like, no, we can't have it. Gotta get this guy out. Let's check this out. Let's go to NBC News real quick.
Yeah, because they know she's one of them.
Particularly when it comes to the mandate the American public have signed of turning these agencies around them completely corrupted. Cash has pointed it out. He's probably the best at uncovering what's happening at the FBI, and I look forward to seeing him taking it apart.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, this guy goes on NBC to, you know, stand up for Cash, and it's just the constant barrage of, like, oh, he's disqualified, he's unqualified, you know, all this stuff. But, again, like, it was bugging me, right? Like, the guys that we should not have in, they don't touch, and the people actually get pissed off. That's what happened with this other pick. Should be disqualified. Conservatives slam Trump's DEA pick Chad Cronister for being a woke Democrat donor pro-vaccine tyrant who arrested a pastor during COVID.
Yeah, he resigned though, didn't he? Dropped out off the public pressure.
Dropped out.
Yeah.
But like not to any mainstream media doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was because
Interesting.
of Twitter and fucking social media.
It was the people.
Yeah, well, look, man. Anybody who arrested anybody during COVID for any of these draconian restrictions in or tyrant policies where they could just say you can't go to the beach, you can't go outside, you can't have people over to your house,
Yep.
you can't have Thanksgiving, no singing. Like, bro, none of those people should be allowed to serve in any role of government ever. And not even just that, they should be in fucking jail.
Yes.
Well, this dude wrote it about.
Yeah, so like
He tweeted about it. This was back in.
Dr.
it was on March
Fauci needs to go to
30th,
prison.
2020, and he tweeted this fucking thing. He says, quote, announcing the arrest of Dr. Ronald Howard Brown, pastor of the River
Wow.
at Tampa Bay Church, who intentionally
I guess
and
that
repeatedly
grenade blew up my
disregarded
grenade
state
that
and local
killed me.
public health orders, which put his congregation and our community in danger. No, it's not a law.
yeah, yeah, he was a mandate.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, do you trust me? Listen, I don't know too many chats, to be honest with you. But the last thing I feel like kind of gave it away. No, it just sounds like a pony. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, no, I just, look, man, I mean, we can make fun of these dudes or whatever, but it's a serious matter. Like, these people shouldn't be in our government. They shouldn't be in law enforcement. They
Oh, he
shouldn't
got
be
me.
allowed to serve in any
Son
position of
of God,
authority over
Nikki.
human beings of any sort, ever.
Yeah.
Because
Nika.
when they
Nika.
are telling people, arresting pastors and, you know, like, bro, they were
Ooh.
putting, remember when they arrested that guy on the fucking beach? Like,
Top Gunner
dude,
1108.
Listen, man, that is completely unacceptable. This is not their world. Their laws do not rule the world. There are human rights. We're allowed to go outside. We're allowed to breathe. We're allowed to have people over. We're allowed to do whatever the fuck we want as long as it's not fucking breaking laws. Okay? And even if it is breaking laws, there's certain laws that really aren't applicable to human fucking rights. Okay? So I don't know where these people get off thinking that they're in a position of authority to the point where they can tell us that we can't go outside.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
This is
dude.
ridiculous.
And dude, it's a bad thing. Why would Trump put him out like that?
Yeah.
Why would Trump even nominate this guy?
I mean, it came with a very long,
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that would make sense is that Trump's nominating them to highlight everything they've done so people remember, so that way when they're charged, people have a fresh idea of what they did.
I mean,
That's
does
the
he
only
not
way
know
I
this?
see
Or
that
does
it
he not
makes
care?
sense.
or does he know it and he wants to see what the people do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very. I mean, listen, it's very plausible. You know, it's very, very plausible.
Yes, it
you know,
is.
Because I mean, this dude got torn to shreds within an hour.
Yeah, he should. And anybody who sided with those people on anything should be as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was even crazy about, I mean, so this guy's floating about arresting this fucking pastor, right? For having church during COVID lockdown.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
He
that
got me.
same person, that same guy, is the same one that was releasing over 100 criminals because of COVID out of the fucking prisons in jail cells in fucking Florida. One of which actually went on to commit murder. You know, they have them on record saying, well, quote, we didn't go back at the time and look at people's criminal history, Chronister said Thursday. That since has changed. So you weren't even looking at the people's rap sheet that you were just releasing because of COVID, but yet you're locking a pastor up for every... Yeah, this guy doesn't belong anywhere near it. I'm glad people called it because that's exactly what they did. Yeah, he definitely rescinded it. Said it was an honor to be nominated, but he's going to stick with the local tyranny. So that's cool. In other news, another interesting thing that's going on right now. Another guy got Pete Hacksaw for State Department.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting things going on there.
Yeah, I see a lot of people talking about it, but I don't. They said he was. There's some serious allegations, is what I saw, but I didn't see what they were.
Then he has like a drinking issue or some
All those motherfuckers got drinking issues. They have a fucking bar in Congress.
Yeah, they
There's
do.
a room in there you go buy beer.
Yeah, no, that's. I wouldn't say that would be my main concern.
You don't think fucking Nancy Pelosi has drink problem? Kamala?
See?
Auntie
Everybody
Pam.
knows it. Everybody knows that they're fucking
Nancy
drinkers,
Pelosi's,
bro. And they're drunk
some
all the
dude
time. You can
filmed
tell it in
her
their
the other day,
eyes.
And he
They look fucked up.
counted that she drank 7 drinks on the plane, and she was already fucked up when she got on the plane.
No shit.
Yeah, 7 drinks, bro. 7 drinks. That lady probably weighs 100 pounds. That's a lot.
I mean, she'll drink me out of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but like, I mean, Pete has making some noise. They're trying to get him out, is what it sounded like. And now there's this, like,
Talk about DeSantis.
yeah, this talk about DeSantis.
Yeah.
What is that? What
I don't like it. I think I don't like it. I like Ron DeSantis for a lot of things, but I would rather have Hexeth in there, a fresh young face, bro. And like, I feel like DeSantis is the pick that the establishment Republicans want to be in that role, and I feel like they don't think Hexeth is, mature enough or qualified enough, or most
appropriate.
likely they're afraid of him.
corruptible
Right.
enough.
And so, and I don't think DeSantis is corruptible, but I think he's more polished, and I think people are less afraid of him. And I think the fact that they're trying to resist Hexeth so much is an indication of why he should get the position.
That's kind of how I see it.
Ah,
It's like
dude,
whoever
he says the
the
same thing as
attacks,
Dan
that's what I
does,
want.
right?
Yeah, me too.
And it's ones that they don't attack.
If you judge their
they get worried
reaction,
about.
if they
Then
hate the
I'm worried
person you
about.
pick,
I agree.
you should
Like,
pick them.
And to me, that's been the telltale sign. this
Judge
whole
how
time.
good your
And,
pick
like I
is
said,
based
attorney
off your
does,
political opponent's
Surgeon
reaction.
General, nothing. Great pick, whatever. Silence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Lord forbid Pete Hexeth gets in there, it's a problem.
Yeah.
That's for tell. Like, these are great people you want in those positions. And they're silent. You know, I mean, they're silent on the ones that we don't want. So I mean, it's interesting. Very, very interesting. Man. Happy Cash.
Yeah.
Let's go, Pete.
Yeah, look, dude, here's the bottom line, okay? You got to give someone 90 days to see what they're going to do, all right? And that's not 90 days from now or from November 5th. That's 90 days from the inauguration, all right? So I am not loyal to any person. I am loyal to this country, the Constitution, and how I believe it should be run.
Ah, he came back out. I should have stayed on him.
And I think Trump deserves 90 days of let's see what's going to happen before anybody starts saying, oh, he's controlled op, or he's part of this, or he's part of that. I talked to someone who is my friend, but is also Trump's friend, and he's his very good friend. He's with him all the time.
Who's that?
Together. Okay, this guy's a friend of mine. And I talked to him, and I said, hey, tell me the real shit. You happen to be here on Monday. I said, hey, tell me the real shit. Is Trump going to fucking wield the hammer when he comes into office or not? And he smiled big, and he goes, bro, you have no idea. And this is a guy that sits in the rooms. Okay? So, and it's not anybody that's been on my show. All right? So,
That's refreshing.
yeah, it's not a bullshitter. It's someone who
They shoot the shit.
this tells the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Refreshing to hear, man.
yeah, and he looked me right in the eye, big smile, and he's like, "Bro, you have no idea." So I think these dudes are gonna wreck all the bullshit and the corruption, 100%.
Ooh, headshot.
Yeah, there's some of the picks I don't like, and there is some things that indicate like Trump
Oh my God, I ran right
isn't
into it.
going to necessarily make all the reforms that everybody wants. But like, dude, what president has done that? That's never existed before. We've never had a situation where your candidate or my candidate or anybody's candidate is coming and done every single thing that we want. I do think that there's a very good chance that Trump and his cabinet and his administration will make the structural changes required that will allow our country to move on and become America again. Meaning election reform, meaning corruption reform, meaning shrinkage of the government. I think they're going to find all kinds of stuff out that they don't even really know yet, especially with Vivek and Elon with the Department of Government Efficiency. I feel like those guys are going, I think we're going to have massive changes. And I think that those changes that are going to be structural are going to allow us to move forward and potentially get America to where we all kind of want it to be, right?
Ooh, that was quick. I couldn't even get the grenade off.
Helps you get your business online in minutes with the power of AI. With the perfect name, a great logo, and a beautiful website.
And maybe he doesn't. Who knows? But I think this. I think instead of trying to pick apart somebody who's been through the ringer the way that he has, I believe that he deserves at least 90 days of benefit of the doubt. And that's what I'm willing to do.
I agree, man. Guys, tell us what you guys think. us know down in the comments.
And the reason I say
Kaboom,
90 days
bitch.
is because, bro, we're gonna be able to see the moves, right? We might not see the results, but we'll see the moves. And
Damn.
I think that's a fair amount of time. You know, in business, they have a saying: it's 30, 60, 90. Okay, and you know, make changes that you start on today, and this is your life too. It's the same thing in your life. 30 days, you know, of work, you probably won't see much. 60 days, you're going to see a little bit. 90 days, you're going to see a lot. And that's the reality of business. That's the reality of your personal development and your fitness.
What are we about to see?
You can tell a lot in 90 days. Okay?
We
Even
are
in the
about to
biggest
see.
business. And so I think that's fair that we all give them that, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, guys, tell us what you guys think. Let's go down in the comments. What you guys think? With that being said, let's get to our third and
Final headline.
We got headline number 3. This one's a little different. We saw this coming. We like to speak about tyranny and corruption in government and all of those things. We got to go across these two. This one was kind of interesting. South Korea President Moon.
My man's still up there.
Law, an unannounced TV address. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did. I didn't see the civil. I saw a little bit of the civil unrest, but no, I didn't see much about this.
This is some weird stuff that's happening.
Damn.
It's still to this day, actually, there's still some remnants going on. We'll cover this. But this started on December 3rd. South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol on Tuesday declared martial law in an unannounced late-night address broadcast live on YTN television, claiming he would eradicate, quote, shameless pro-North Korean anti-state forces. He did not cite any specific threat from the nuclear-armed North, instead focusing on his domestic political opponents. The surprise move sent shockwaves through the country, which had a series of authoritarian leaders early in its history, but has been considered democratic since the 1980s. The Korean unit of currency, the won, was down sharply against the U.S. dollar. The White House wasn't commenting initially when stuff came. They just said, hey, we're monitoring the situation. His statement, when translated, says, quote, I declare martial law to protect the Free Republic of Korea from the threat of North Korean communist forces.
I almost got it now, I feel
the
like.
despicable pro-North Korean anti-state forces that are plundering the freedom and happiness of our people, and to protect the free constitutional order, Yoon said. Now, he didn't address what specific measures were going to be taken. Yonhap News Agency reported that the entrance to the Parliament building was blocked. They said, quote, tanks, armored personnel carriers, and soldiers with guns and knives will rule the country. Lee Jae-myung, leader of the opposition Democratic Party, which has the majority in Parliament, said in a live stream online, quote, the economy of the Republic of Korea will collapse irretrievably. My fellow citizens, please come to the National Assembly. So there's the president. Okay. Now, he is the leader of the People Power Party, formerly known as the United Future Party. It's a conservative, right-wing political party in South Korea. Now, these are some images, some videos of what was going on there. Let's try to show this out.
Holy shit. The sniper diverted my attention. Oh, I got the helicopter. Hell yeah. Bring it in. I got the helo, motherfuckers.
So this is, so I'm understanding this properly. This is the government and the army and the president are the right wing, and then these people fighting them in the streets are like
Hell yeah.
Antifas.
Correct. And
Okay.
well, so, yeah,
Guys,
then
why
you
are we
also
not
have
taking
the
this
fact
thing?
that, like, the Parliament, which would be like our Congress, is majority liberal.
Okay.
Right? So you got the president, military.
Did my helo already get taken down?
You got Congress, they're Democrat. You know what I'm saying? And then you got, apparently a decent amount of people in the crowd that are.
Well, that didn't last long.
How fucking stupid do you have to be to beg for a government to rule over you and make more laws and make more restrictions and make things harder for you as an individual? Like, how big of a fucking coward are you that you are afraid to live a free life? You are afraid to live a free life. It's not that they don't want freedom, they want someone to take care of them. They want someone to provide for them. They want someone to make the rules that they can follow, and they can be good little people and just.
Yep. They want to
How
live in
weak
like
of
a.
person you have to be to want that. It's very, very absurd.
I don't think it's
for
absurd.
me,
I feel
to
like
think
it's
that
like a
anybody
safety
wants
net that
at
they
all. But
feel.
what's
It's
even
almost like
crazier
a
was the
blanket
fact
for
that,
Like,
them,
why would you fight
right?
for
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's crazy is when you give them a little taste of what that shit looks like, they don't like it.
that? Yeah.
It's the same reason why a lot of people don't start businesses or get out of their 9-to-5 job,
I
like
know. And that's
because
what
they
you
want somebody
Bro,
watching
and I
over
know.
them,
And these people
basically.
that are fighting
And I understand it. I work for a
it
corporation
don't
now.
understand that they'll just be facing the same people later that will be making them do all this crazy shit.
Did I get it?
It's weird, man. Now, like a couple of hours, I think it was like 2 hours after that broadcast.
That
South
made a big
Korean parliament
difference.
Voters, they voted to defy president by lifting his declaration of martial law. Because again, they have the majority, right? They overturned it. But the thing is, it's weird.
Oh, he was up. Both of them were up there. Wow. They must have been reloading.
The Constitution of South Korea says that the president shall comply
I got so lucky.
when the National Assembly requests lifting of martial law with majority votes. They did that, but it doesn't specify when he has to actually lift it. Right? And so, like I said, I mean, there's still some things that are going on. Right now, there's still some battles at the National Assembly. Their capital, if you will. There's still been some clashes here and there. It was just such a weird thing that happened kind of like out of nowhere with no real, like, you know, usually you kind of see these things coming on the horizon. And
Sosa!
South Korea martial law I didn't really see coming up at all. But it is definitely weird, man. It's just weird times all around. Anything else on this?
I mean, look, dude, I'm surprised this didn't happen here, or hasn't happened here. I mean, we're real lucky that this wasn't the case here over the last 4 years.
Yeah.
You know,
Specifically on the fucking election.
and if we don't get it corrected, over the next 4 years,
I was trying to
meaning
assassinate him.
correcting the election system.
I thought I had him.
shrinking the size of the 3-letter agencies. Stop allowing them.
Won't
to
make that
instigate
mistake
these
again.
Crazy fucking events in our society that.
This is the book. It is the most beautifully.
YouTube
illustrated.
definitely wants to make you
Let's start at the beginning.
get YouTube TV or YouTube
You know,
Premium, so you don't have to have
culture,
those ads.
divide
It's
culture.
ridiculous.
If we don't get rid of
But
or help or
I'm
make some
not paying for
regulations
that.
around media being paid by the government to push a narrative, these things, this is what ended up happening. Okay, so we have some, this is what I was talking about with the corrections that need to be made so that we can structurally move forward from here, because our foundation and our, you know, I mean, I guess foundation is the best word for it. Our foundation is cracked, crumbling right now. We have to fucking strengthen that so that we can move forward.
It's because
you
the
know,
live and
in
let
a
live
productive way. And
crowd.
this-
They're not
you
hurting
know,
me, so I
this
don't
is what
care about
happens when
them.
that's not the case.
Basically.
I mean, 100%. I think the other thing, too, that's cool to see, did you know or see that Elon put out for the Department of Government Efficiency that actually has like an expiration date
Ooh.
for that entire agency?
When is that? Is it July 4th?
Of 2026, yeah. So it's like, you know, a little bit over a year. They're gonna come in, do all that shit, and guess what? They're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just like, I mean, that's how government should work. Like, you shouldn't be in there for these long careers, or, you know, you set up these deals to fucking set you and your kids kids up. Like, get in, fix the fucking problem, and be done. Yeah, it's that simple. But yeah, I mean, so this is.
Oh,
we're
what a
still on top.
toss.
See what happens.
But we won.
It was just
Right at the end.
Guys,
That was
tell us
one
what you
hell
guys
of a
think
toss. It was like
down
ding, ding,
in
ding.
the comments. With that being said, let's get to our final segment of the show. Thumbs up or dumb as fuck. This is where we bring in the headline and talk about it. Get one of those two options. Speaking of this resurgence of America coming back, one thing that is always good to see is just some good testosterone riots. And so
What?
that's what our thumbs up is. Not sure if you saw this. This happened last weekend, but Ohio State and Michigan, they had a little situation. after
That's
the
me.
game. Yeah, and now they got some punishments after their post-game scuffles. So let's just talk about it, see what we think on this. Ohio State and Michigan will both be fined $100,000 for a violation.
I don't
of
think
the
there's
Big Ten
nothing wrong with the
sportsmanship
little,
policy after
the little
rivalry week
brawl
matchup
they
led
had.
to an ugly post-game
It's good for
scuffle.
you.
The Saturday lunchtime game hit the headlines for all the wrong reasons after police stormed the field and pepper sprayed players in a bid to
Man.
calm down the violent scenes. It has now been reported by Yahoo News and Yahoo Sports that both teams will be hit with a hefty fine, while Ohio State Police also continues its own investigations into the circumstances that led to pepper spray being deployed by its officers. It is expected that both teams will now argue the fine and will pay it without any appeals. So it started right on the field. This occurred at Ohio State, where Michigan players planted their school flag on the field, which is considered a major sign of disrespect in college football, and Ohio State players physically confronted them. Let's check out this clip.
Ohio State.
Oh my goodness.
Buckeyes rush right to him.
Okay, I can see why
And it was all
they
the time.
find him,
I saw
but
this
it's
on
okay.
TV,
I
and
think
I
it's
was like,
fine.
I couldn't believe they used pepper spray.
Yeah, I mean,
I couldn't believe it.
well, I mean, those guys are pretty fucking big. I get,
Dude, it's college football, man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, of course there's going to be emotions. Of course there's going to be fighting. Of course there's going to be violence. Like,
Oh, I can still use it.
it's not going to progress to the point of needing pepper spray, bro. You jump in there like a man, you grab them off of each other, and you fucking let them go back to their locker rooms. This is men doing men shit.
let them go.
Yeah, man. And like the pepper spray thing, I couldn't believe it. Like when I saw it on TV, I was like, there's no way. Because there's
Wow.
you know, I've watched football my whole life, man. I've seen way worse fights than this.
I can't believe
Way
that they pepper sprayed these
This
people.
was a pretty interesting clip. Let's check this angle out. So this is a different angle on the field.
How weak does your
Ohio
security
State
team have to be?
Michigan
I
flag
mean, I
over
know
the
they're
tape.
college football players,
Let's
but
check this
still.
But yeah,
I mean, what do you think's gonna happen, dude, when you run out and try to put your flag on somebody's field? Like that's gonna happen.
it's a
Hey,
great
but
lesson.
that's
There's
okay if they want to
consequences
do
for
it. Let them do it.
Dude, it's gonna happen.
It's
bro.
good for the
Like,
game.
Are those guys brothers?
It gets
No, actual brothers, not brothers. Yeah. Look at them; they look the same.
y'all look
They
alike.
fucking do. And then the one guy's got number 22, and the other guy's got number 44.
You're
So I
all
was
look
thinking,
alike.
22 times 2 is 44. Are those guys related? They got the same haircut, making the same face.
They got pepper sprayed together.
They got the pepper spray face.
Oh fuck!
Bro, you can tell me those dudes don't look alike.
They do look alike. No,
Okay.
they do. They do.
Right.
Y'all look alike.
Man, fuck you guys.
But just these two guys, okay?
Yeah.
Like not all the players look alike.
You knew what the fuck I was saying. I give this thumbs down.
For the consequence.
I think this is part of sports, dude. Like
Okay,
they've
so
already
he's with me.
removed all the dangerous shit from football anyway. Like football now has become like almost like flag football. You know,
I'm with you.
Compared to 20 years ago, and I'm all for safety and everything, but like, bro, they fight in hockey like straight up fucking fight, and they don't pepper spray those motherfuckers.
Yep.
You know
That's
what I'm
why I
saying?
like, obviously, that's why I like hockey.
It didn't look like it was that out of control.
No, it didn't even look that bad,
Yeah.
man. I think the cops definitely made that situation worse for sure.
Yeah.
It's like fuck, man, just let them go. Just let them go.
I mean, I could see where, you know, if you're like 4 or 5 people in the middle of those two guys, but bro, maybe you just should get out of the middle of it.
Yeah. We always had a rule, bro. Like we're playing another team that like we know, like, you know, this big rivalry. You know, you go do the shake the hands at the 50-yard line. Keep your helmets on.
Yeah.
Always keep your helmets on. Like you're protected. Like I mean, like you punch a helmet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Cool, bro. How's your hand now?
Yeah.
Okay, you learned something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
fine. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
alright,
Those
man.
helmets are
You got
heavy.
the gear on steel. It's fine, man. Just let them go. You know, I don't know. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, I do too. That's a big ass dude.
But that's the other
Look how
part
big
of
that
it.
dude
It's
is.
a big fucking dude.
Man.
You know,
Come with
so,
me,
like,
sir. Okay.
Dude, those dudes are
Like,
real small.
dude,
That guy's
look
real
how
big.
big he
I
is.
think
Holy
he's massive.
shit.
Yeah.
He's massive.
How's that motherfucker in college? He looks 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, dude. That guy looks 50 years old.
He looks, yeah. I think he got pepper spray too.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
All the black.
I might pepper spray that motherfucker. That's a big motherfucker, dude.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, touche.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, man.
All right. I tell you what,
Well,
pepper spray ain't no joke.
thanks for
dude.
joining.
You don't want that shit.
Hope
in
you
your
learned
face.
something.
That sucks.